done with that though. Jump rope. Yeah. Whenever I skip rope, I can't use these wireless headphones. They fall right out of my ears. So of course, it would be helpful if I could get the rope itself not to fall out of my hands. Finish my protein shake and then we'll hit this. New name, who this? Yes, sir. For those of you who don't know me, my name is BullMuscle. For those of you who know me as Beer Battered Ag, yes, I'm going through a rebrand. This seems like a pretty good time to talk about that, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm a die-hard Aggie.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. That is the song they sing so well. Sounds like hell! So goodbye to Texas University. We're gonna beat you all to Chigga-roo-ga-rim, rock tough, real stuff, Texas A&M. Goodbye.
We get a little bit more all. So why can't I click all? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Nice. Alright, let's do one more bronze bar. If you adopt the mindset, and this is a quote from Jacob Fisker of Early Retirement Extreme, if you know that guy, 10 points to you. But it's a quote that I find unbelievably poignant in today's era. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. I'm gonna repeat that. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. That's painful. But yes, my friends, pure protein, as near as makes no difference, from raw egg whites. It's disgusting, the taste is vile, and it smells. But good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name's BullMuscle, and it is Friday morning. Welcome on in. We're going to have a great little show for y'all today. It's poll day, so we are going to be doing the raw egg whites clip. Yeah, I don't do that no more. It is poll day, so we're going to be hitting our guns, right? We're going to hit our biceps, going to be hitting our traps, going to be hitting our back. That's how today's going to roll. So, let's see here real quick. Here we go. Morning Talio, morning Nick. Welcome on in. So we are going to start, I'm going to throw the camera over here, we'll do a couple pull-up sets, and that's more or less how we're going to get going. Let's head at it then. I will turn the camera down a bit, so that it fits. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm just trying to run through in my head what I want to get done today. We'll start with pull-ups, and I think we'll go from there. Morning, Severus. Always good to see you. Let's hit ourselves a nice little pull-up set. Oh, if I'm going to do that, I need you. It'd be hard to do a pull-up set if I don't have a pull-up bar, right? Lurking in the background while doing some work. Hey, Severus, always good to see you in here. Definitely enjoyed last week having you around. I know there's a couple of really cool things in the works that Severus is doing. Over the next couple of months, hopefully it'll come out. Definitely take your time on that, and I think the community's gonna like it. Or well, the people who are here for more than just the visual. I'm sure there's like a chunk of my audience at this point that just has me on mute and just watches me do shit and like doesn't listen to what I say, and I can't blame them. Let's do this. Molly Hatchet, little whiskey man. All right, it's a good start. Spider web. Better than watching a goldfish. You scared the door for breaks. Yeah. It's not the best solution, but it's the only one I've got. Sometimes I'll do square grip. Maybe I'll do that, I don't know. This is what it is, there's not much I can do about that. Get your haircut again, yep. Rumi trimmed it up last night. He's looking pretty good. A little bit of a indent right there, but what are you gonna do? Let's see what else. Weighed in at 210.8 today, so a bit heavier than I'd have liked. Granted, I've eaten like a dumbass a lot this week, so it makes sense. It's such a nice head carpet. I've never heard it called that before. Okay, so let's see what else we gotta do today. Pull-ups. Yeah, we'll hit rows. Split shrugs. Debating whether or not I want to hit track mark shrugs. I could. I might. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. What do we got here? We got a hype train? Oh my goodness. Enbai Hyung, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much for the gift subs. And then 100 bits from Share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very much appreciated. All right, I'll do my next set on here. The habit, baby, where nobody else is there. I had my eyes, I had my nose, but nobody knows which way I'll go. Alright, that's 16, it's not bad. Nick, thank you very much for the 1,050 bits. Appreciate it very much. That is very nice of you. Alright. We got ourselves, looks like a level
Is that a level 2 hype train? Awesome. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep an eye on that. Y'all are earning clap push-ups as those hype trains come up. Iron Jar, welcome on in. Good morning. It's nice and chilly out today. It's not chilly here in my beloved South Carolina, but now that we've reached the midpoint of September, the worst of the summer is now officially behind us. And my evidence of that is that the lows are now reliably below 70 degrees now, which means in here, it's going to reliably stay below about 85. Let's check the temp now. It says 81, but I think that's wrong. It was on my wrist for a while. So I think I'll give that 10 more minutes. My guess is probably around 75 in here. Feels nice. Hey, Jar795, thank you for the sub, although that's so that's Enba Hayung again. Welcome on into YouTube, and thanks for the gift subs. Oh my god. Y'all are blessing me today with a hype train. Thank you so much for the gift subs. It's like y'all got a little sub war going on now. Get after it. You know what? I'll switch to nah. Let's see, Burr 75 is cold. It was like 67 here this morning. Felt good. I think the high today, because it's supposed to rain, high today is only going to get into the 80s. I think it's very interesting. We had a string of days where it was mid-90s, which is a bit high, especially for early September here. But then we've kind of dropped down. Now we've got days where it's not getting too far above 85, which is a bit low for September. Usually through most of September, you can expect the highs to be around, upper 80s. So I'll take it. I'll take below average days this time of year. Really what I'm waiting for are the mornings. Once the mornings start getting back into the 50s, oh, that's going to transform how well my workouts go. Alright, let's do this. I got on there too. Faster. I hope it looks like self-destruction. But how much more can you take with all of this corruption? Not bad. I'm gonna move this over here. Let's get the lower row set up after this. Don't give it up too bad. I only got one more set to do, so it shouldn't be too bad. I got a bug trap right outside anyway, so that'll eat most of them up. A little shocked to see my breath this morning. Yeah, we're not going to get there for a few more months. This is where October's the month where it really happens. It's the month where the South comes into its own. From May to September, living in the South sucks. The rest of the year, though, living in the North sucks. Unless you really like snow. Thanks, Ed Marino. Welcome on in. We got ourselves a little sub war. All right, looks like the hype train is over at level 2. We're gonna share that. There we go. Level 2 hype train, 4 subs and 1,150 bits. Very kind of you guys, and thank you very much. We don't really get snow anymore. There was more when I was younger. Interesting. Where's the countdown clock? Okay, had a small technical glitch this morning with the camera, so I had to improvise. The countdown clock is, actually, hang on a sec. There we go. There you go, it's up in the top right. I'm not a huge fan of snow. I mean, it's fine as a novelty, but I'll pass. I love the 60-degree winter days down here. It's nice and warm. All right, let's see, we did a set of 27, a set of 16, I think that was a set of 15. So it's 27, 43, 58. So I want to try and get to at least 70, so I need a set of 12 here. Cool. Here we go. Let's do this. That's 15, I'll take it. Destiny. You grew up in Houston, I love snow. Snow is something I don't see a lot in Houston. That's true. Usually in Houston, if you're seeing white flakes coming from the sky, it means something's gone wrong with the chemical plant. Yeah. But with disaster every day. So we're going to try 175 again. Really trying to get better at hitting those heavy rows with good form. My guess is I will not get more than about 5 or 6 without breaking form. Really want to improve my lats, but the strength just isn't there relative to other muscles in my body. It sucks. The only way I can get better at it is by continuing to try. Zone, good to see you. Finally caught a stream. Don't tell my boss I'm watching Twitch during work hours. I won't say anything if you don't. Need to move these out of the way. I don't know if I had mentioned this in my channel. I think I have, but well, it bears repeating. Your boy did hit a new deadlift PR on Tuesday. 440 pounds. Shoot, I probably need to update the little PRs thing on Twitch. I will admit, as far as form goes, probably not the cleanest deadlift I've ever done. You know, the form wasn't bad per se, but it was starting to break. You know, as it might, as you're really reaching that peak potential. But ultimately, the bar and all of the weight on it got off the ground, from the floor, up to, up to my hips where you hold it at the top, locked out. It was all, the full range of motion was completed. So it counts. It was an ugly deadlift, but it was a successful one. So yeah, 440. By the way, Zone, since you haven't been here in a while, maybe you can confirm. I bet you the audio quality sounds a little bit better than it used to. Still working on my deadlift form, is still really shaky. Close to the 450 mark. I do appreciate that. So, ultimately for me, right, it's a very good sign to be hitting that, on a maintenance cycle. Right, I have not been actively bulking since February of this year. So we're now through a whole cut, and we've been on several months of maintenance. I've been more or less pretty steadily floating around 210 pounds body weight. So when I hit 435 back in February, I weighed 225. Now I'm hitting 440 and I weigh 210. In other words, that was the first time I've deadlifted more than 2 times my body weight, which makes me feel very good, to put it mildly. Well, he sounds great, more clear, especially when you're away from the mic. Yeah, so you can thank Mr. Severus for that one. For those of you who were here last week, he was the guy lifting with me, and he's an AV magician. As such, all the audio problems we used to have, fucking gone. I said they'd be gone, and it's because of my main man, Severus. It was really fun having him down here. We got some great workouts in. I got to show him South Carolina style barbecue. It was a good time. It was a good time. So they're letting the demons, my demons, infect the fans of Florida. All right, well, I mean, good luck with that. Given the choice between Tennessee or Florida, I'm pulling for the Vols every single time. I do not like the Florida Gators, really at all. And the reason's very simple. They're a trashy fan base. And people say, oh, it's Tennessee throwing mustard. Okay. But 2 things. One, the only fan base to ever make a bonfire joke to me has been Florida fans. As fucking class as Florida. And 2, Vols fans have a bad reputation. I will admit this. But what's very funny to me is that somehow, I have won, this is the lottery I've chosen to win in life, apparently, or been chosen to win in life, I should say. I have never met an asshole Tennessee Volunteers fan. I've told this to fans of Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama. They just kind of stare at me like, how did you manage to do that? I'm like, I don't know. Granted, most of the time I hang out with Vols fans, I end up getting blackout drunk, so maybe that's why I don't remember them. But the point remains, I do not remember having met any Volunteers fans that are assholes. I don't understand how that's happened, but that's what's happened. Hey, thank you very much for the mic, them Fatal. Welcome on in. You feel good about yourself, been struggling mentally for sure this week. Doing better now though. Oh, I hate to hear that. Well, hey, you know what? Sounds like you're doing better. That's all that matters. Focus on what you can control as stoicism. Try to block out what you can. Hey, good to see you, GGR. All right. Stop talking. Try to hype myself up for this one mentally. I want to hit this good. When I mean good, I mean really good form, really exploding and squeezing with these lats. Give me just a moment here, right? I will happily take more time on this one if it means get it right. Strong white ball. Come on. Actually didn't feel too bad. I think that was 8. The spell you hold on me. Actually felt pretty good. I'm going to try and do another set of that. I filled with anger. Office getting real active, so you know, hey Zone, it's always good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Well, someone redeemed Flex. I gotta do that for a sec. This is why I wanted to wait though. There we go. Get y'all the back pose. Hey, Coel Running's always good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Go check out Coel if y'all haven't. This shit's dope. Alright. I'm gonna try that again. It was good. Psyching myself up really helped. I felt like my form was a lot better on that one than it's been on 175 attempts in the past. I mean, and if y'all see my knees like moving a lot, like I'm bouncing to get the weight up, to say something, right? I'm in the, you know, when I'm doing this, I'm in the zone. I'm not really looking directly at the screen. Maybe I should. All right. Come on. Not bad. I feel like my form wasn't quite as good there, but it's still all right. Ooh, lightheaded. So we're gonna do now, move to a wide grip. We're gonna try 135, see how it goes. Ball Bill, I know I'm going to drink myself to death tomorrow. Well, I'd recommend not, Mr. Ball Bill. To tell you a story, the last time I attended a game in which the Tennessee Vols were playing. It was last year. Tennessee versus South Carolina. I was hanging out with Dodge. And this is after A&M had lost 6 in a row. Worst losing streak since 1972. And was literally struggling with UMass. This is a team that was absolutely devoid of motivation. I ended up hanging out with some Tennessee fans. They looked at me like, oh, you miserable son of a bitch, we've been there. Right, on account of Tennessee having some pretty bad years. You know, y'all had the Butch Jones era, right? So the Tennessee fans started offering me whiskey. And that was when I relearned a lesson. Don't attempt to keep pace with Vols fans. They will drink you under the table. I passed out, woke up later in the hospital with alcohol poisoning. So, right. You know, that was a while ago. It was a good wake-up call. I ain't doing that shit no more. And it's part of why I'm no longer named Beer Battered Egg. Switched my name to BullMuscle because this fucking matters more to me than college football team. So it ain't worth it. Learn from me. Oh man, what a hairstyle he had. Military? Nah, that's just a mohawk. It's a 1, half on the sides, and a 4 in the middle. So the way it takes shape by Code Orange featuring Billy Corgan. But the point of this is learn from my mistakes, Vol Bill. Don't worry too much about that which you can't control. And certainly don't base your alcohol based on something you can't control. It's not worth it. I'm going to play Source of Infection by Van Halen. All right. It's 135. We're going to do a wide row here. Same concept. I want to keep really everything below the hips static as much as possible. Slight knee bend, but not stiff-legged, or not too far from stiff-legged, I should say. And then rep out. By the way, Octa, thank you very much for the first time chat. Welcome to the whole time. Excuse me. Let's do this. Come on now, strong like ball. Strong like ball. Not bad, it's 12. That felt pretty good. Florida fans are coldly in the second. QB is the second coming of Tebow. No, you don't want to, but put yourself in their shoes. The 3 dumpster fire programs in the SEC right now are the Gators, Auburn, Texas A&M. We're looking for shoots of hope wherever we can find them. we go. All right, next set. I've been in the pit for 15 years. Define the pit. But what do you mean by the pit? You're telling me life for you as a Tennessee fan has been harder than life as an A&M fan? I'm not sure I'm buying that one, fam. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, Tennessee's had some bad years, but you still have a history to be proud of. We're a national embarrassment, and we haven't won a national title since 1939, a conference title since 1998. And even then, really, we kind of lucked into winning the 98 one. Before that, Southwest Conference titles of the mid-90s. The 90s were a good year for, or the good decade for my Aggies. I miss the 90s. The 90s were a great decade. Shit. We had a centrist government, a budget surplus, communism had fallen away as a threat, and Texas A&M was good. What a great decade. Dumpster fire of the SEC. I mean, I'm not sure for 15 years you can say that. You certainly had a bad stretch of what, 5, 6, 7, 8 years? I won't deny that. I mean, Fulmer kept y'all relevant all the way into the 2010s. I'm not sure. 90s kid that was born in 2002. That's physically impossible. You can't be a 90s kid if you were born in 2002. That literally doesn't make sense. Now, I was born in 1995. I can tenuously claim I was a 90s kid because I was raised in a military family. And when you're stuck on base, you get things several years after the rest of America gets them. So I may have been born in 1995, you know, and raised in the 2000s, but because living on a military base, I got exposed to a lot of the media that was popular in the United States in the 90s. So, I don't really know. I don't call myself a 90s kid. And it's weird. Some people call me a Zoomer, some people call me a millennial. Having been born in 1995, I will leave that up to the people who care about that sort of thing. I don't. I like the 90s culture. That's great, but that doesn't make you a 90s kid. To be a 90s kid, really, in my opinion, you got to be born somewhere between 1981 and about 1991. The only reason I'd say I have a tenuous argument is, again, because I lived in a military base, and therefore, that's just how things are. You live on a military base, especially overseas, pop trends take a lot longer to get there. So, you know, growing up, the trends of the 90s were what we were getting in 2004. You're a hipster? That's funny. All right. Last set on rows. Let's do this. Not bad. All right. Susan Verts, get the traps rolling.
Hey, yeah. Say what? Hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, in some ways,
speaking, because of the family I was raised in, again, military base I was raised in, I just as much got exposure to the cartoons and culture of the 60s and the 70s as I did the 90s. I listened to a lot of classic rock growing up, and I still do. I mean, hell, I got Van Halen playing right now instead of anything from the 90s. You know, it's just, I don't know. Cultural definitions are arbitrary by nature. Good shenanigans again. What's up, Jigga? I mean, I'm up to lifting if that's what you call shenanigans, but you know. Yeah. There's about 75 in here. There we go. Yeah, we need to get going though. Need to pick it up a bit. Actually, I don't need my belt for this. That'll do. Not bad. Let's get some hammer curls in. Bad. You often alternate when doing these exercises? Yes. Okay, let me explain. That's a great question. Why would I do that? The reason is that, now normally as you saw for rows, pull-ups, I normally do them all first. Because those are my big compound exercises. And with compound exercises, right, you're working multiple muscle groups at once. With the pull-up, you'll be working your biceps and your lats, and to a lesser extent, your delts. With the row, much the same story. Now, with curls and verts here, right, with the verts, I'm really only working the traps and to a smaller extent because of the grip, my forearms. Oh, same thing with bicep curls. So when you get into the less compound exercises in your workout, you can alternate to speed things along. Good question. Very good question. You know, I acknowledge I probably rest longer than I should on the big compound exercises. I was resting for a while there to try and hit rows at 175, for instance. Let's do this. That's a great question, Sally. Thanks for asking it. so much. Hey, and I can't recall anything at all. Oh, baby, it's 1,000 miles away. Let's go. If I get hung up on the line, hey, I can't recall any love at all. Oh, baby, it's far away. I'm gonna do a third set of those. Yeah, I'm noticing I've got more energy now than I normally do by this point in the workout. And the reason is because it's substantially cooler in here. A few degrees makes a big difference. It's 76 in here right now. Typically by this point, it's usually well into the 80s. Thankfully, that cooler air is starting to come through. It makes a huge difference. Come on, let's hit this. Stretch out the forearms. It's a great question, though. I'm glad you asked it. Let's keep it going. Got some speed on our hands. That was 3 sets in a 4-minute song. That's much faster than I normally go. Let's go for more Van Halen. 5150 seems to be hitting right today, so we're going to use that album. Last set on hammers. I'm going to try and do these both arms now. Let's just begin to do some workouts again. I'll stick with basics. Have you ever checked my fitness channel on the Discord? I have a basic workout pinned in there. You have to have the knowledge which muscle groups are affected by which exercise, though. That comes with time. You'll feel it when you do exercises. You'll feel different muscles firing. I mean, some are obvious. Bicep curls will hit your biceps, but some are a bit less so.
not bad.
Love starts falling down. Better change your tune. Yeah, reach for the golden ring. Reach for the sky. Baby, just spread your wings. Spread them wings, huh? Higher, straight up with fly. Higher, higher, leave it all behind. Come on! Run, run, run away. I'm going off the trail. Being left behind. Fall between the cracks. Standing on broken dreams. Never losing sight. Come on! Oh, stop. In a world that must be strong. Oh, that's what I dream. Kind of curls. What other kind of curls do I want to do? I'll do lat raises next. I wanted more there. Grip strength is quitting on me. Need to let my grip strength recover. Forearms too. And in the end, all the dreams will begin, 'cause that's what love is made of. Biceps is easier. Anything on the back of the shoulder is a bit weird for me. It's a form thing. Working on back muscles, I will still more easily break form on back exercises than any other. And I'm working on it, but it's hard. Feeling still sometimes not optimal. Certain muscle groups you feel when activated. Oftentimes, you won't feel it until you put the weight down, like after that set. Just stretch out my forearms a bit. Forearms getting real tight, which means I'm focusing, I'm trying too hard almost, right? What you don't want to do is grip it so hard that your forearms seize up, because when they do that, it means you're focusing more on, gripping the weight than using your muscles to move the weight in the direction you want to. Really just for pull day exercises, you want to treat your hands as cups, more or less, so just gently holding the bar instead of vice grips. I struggle with this. It's not easy. Your chest is getting really full. Nice, man. You've been doing those Raider pulls, those overhead pullovers that I often do. The reason I do those is that really brings out that barrel chested look when you breathe in. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about right there? Understanding one, good to see you, good morning. All right, where are we at? 4, 8, 10. All right, a little bit over halfway through. Not bad. Been eating a little bit more and lifting well. Sometimes your body responds to different calorie loads and different weight loads better and worse. You have to experiment a little bit. With anything physical, of course there are basic principles that are not universal, but how they interact with people's bodies does differ. Some people are going to naturally have a strong chest. That's me. Some people are naturally going to have tree trunks for legs. Some people are going to have those butterfly lats. Right. You can see, right, I've got a little bit of lats going on. Ain't nothing compared to my chest. But I'm working my best at that. I'm in here every day. Well, okay, not every day, but every lifting day, right? 4 or 5 days a week, trying to get better. That's all I can do. All right, 45-degree lat raises. 1, 2. Walking. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh, Jigga Man, good to see you. Thanks for the alert. Appreciate you popping in. I want to go faster. My body's telling me no. There we go. Try doing this with a double overhand grip. The trouble with these is that oftentimes I lose my grip strength before I lose trap strength. And as such, I don't get as good a workout with the traps, but this is my last set, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Come on. Lose grip. Yeah, that's the trouble. I have power to do more there, but the grip strength isn't there. It's tough. I'll do that. Actually, you know, we're gonna try it at 35. Why not? I'm feeling adventurous. I always wonder, you're never satisfied. All right, let's do one more set of lat raises, but vertically. So, right. No. There we go. Keep the elbows more tucked in. That's how I feel them best. Some people say do them like this. I prefer doing them like this. Right here. You feel the squeeze a lot better. Come on. All right. We'll try some delts here, some back flies. So the way these work is I'm gonna go like this. All right. Do this properly. Move these out the way. Switch these to 20s. This is not a heavy exercise. There we go. There we go, I should do. Yeah, that'll clear. Probably. Oh. Woo! Can feel that. Oh. Well, lightheaded there. Hey, I see we got 30 people in chat. Welcome on in, everybody. That means y'all earned handstand push-ups. I'll meet you halfway. Little jump by Van Halen going. I set handstand push-ups as a personal goal of mine too. So when I do them, I will admit, sometimes my feet will touch the wall. It's not a strength question, it's a balance question. I have a hard time maintaining balance upside down. I don't really know how to improve on that other than to just keep trying. It's better than it used to be. I'm still trying to get that balance set right. Let's do one more set of these, then on to incline curls. Dude, I thought this was a cultural channel yesterday, now I realize it's a thirst trap. It ain't a thirst trap. Fam, I give out advice here. Look, lifting, I don't do this for you guys. I do it for me. However, it feels really good when people learn from what I do in here. I do a lot of things on this channel, but my bread and butter is health and fitness. I'm pretty sure I said that yesterday. That said, welcome back in. It is also Financial Fitness Friday, so we'll talk about investing in stocks pretty soon after the workout's done. Just for what it's worth. Go ahead and jump. Go ahead and jump. That's you. Who said that? Here's the other reason it's not a thirst trap. I ain't doing this for the money. Notice there ain't no ads. Well, okay. Notice there's very, very few of them. I can't disable them entirely. Twitch don't allow me to do that. Ow, might as well jump. Alright, so we're going with the barbell. We're going to move on to incline curls now. I'm going to bring this up here, flip it around. Change the weight out. A lot of dedication knowledge to have a body like that. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I've been dedicated to lifting for a long time. Now, have I done everything perfectly? Of course not, but I've made a lot of good decisions that are a big part of why I look the way I look. Come on. might as well jump. Go ahead. Jump. Alright. So now we got 35-pound dumbbells. We're gonna rep some incline curls. I'm a fan of incline curls in general, and let's talk about why. So the regular standing curl or seated curl, right, you're extending sort of to about 90 degrees. With an incline curl, it's your shoulders are set at a certain point that your arms are naturally going to go beyond that. And as such, if you really let it stretch out at the bottom, I feel as though you're working the lower parts of your biceps a lot more. I'm a big fan of the movement. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. You can stick to normal seated or standing curls, but I quite like these. I think they work rather well. And I do them with different angles too, as you'll see. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Elbow came out a bit there. That's not ideal. You want to keep your elbows tucked in. So my elbow started coming out. We don't want that. We want it tucked in. We want it like this, right? We want it. See, how many sets is that? We got 6 traps. 2, 4, 2, 5, 9. Okay, okay. Got it, Eddie Van Halen could shred. Talking about love, and everyone's running to it. All right, so this time, keep the elbows tucked in, but we're gonna keep the forearms out, so it's almost like this, almost curling at the sides. Again, gonna work different chunks of your biceps, right? This one's gonna work, right, so you work this sort of forearm or outside end of your biceps working like this. Going this way, this is what works the inside. This is what really gives you that nice pump on the guns. So I'm a really big fan of this one. Here we go. Come on. Not bad. That's good, that's good. We'll do one more set of those. That's good. Okay, so we do 70, 2, 6, 13, 2, cc's, for sure, for sure, for sure. Perfect. Okay. So we got another set of incline curls, 2 sets of single arm raises, 2 sets of concentration curls, and then a burnout set. We're going to be done. Then we're going to head in. We're going to talk about financial fitness. Y'all can see the timer up in the top right corner of your screen. That is legit. Barring any other unforeseen circumstances, I will be financially independent before May of 2025. What does financial independence mean? It means if I wanted to, I could retire anytime I want beyond that point and not have to work for money, live off of investments. Now, just because I can retire doesn't mean I will retire. It's about having the power to do so and the freedom that comes with it. That's what I want more than anything else in life. I want that freedom. I will say I do enjoy my job. There are other jobs I'd be interested in taking. So it really depends. I mean, I've had some talks, for those of you who are on the Discord, y'all are in the know. I've had some talks with other employers. Perhaps we'll see. Maybe I won't be in South Carolina in a year or two. There's no way of knowing yet. It's all very much in air. But assuming I stay here in South Carolina, yes, I could retire as early as 2025, never make another red cent from a day job in my life, and be just fine. That took a lot of hard work and effort, just in the same way that lifting did. But it is possible. Move on to some quiet riot. Oh, felt good. Yeah, we got one more set of those. I'm gonna do another set like that. A lot of the time I won't, but that just felt really, really good. But I'm gonna do individuals this time. Come on, strong like ball. 4. 6, 7. Come on. Finish. All right, I'm finished with the double up. Get that pump, baby. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. All right, so now, remove the concentration curls. First, outdated, I really wanna be overrated. I'm a fine man, I'm a king. Now, concentration curls. The idea here is to, as you might expect, concentrate. Really try to isolate the bicep muscle above all else. The forearms are getting kind of stiff though, so we're going to stretch them out a bit more. Mental health will drive you mad. Bang your head. Mental health will drive you mad. cure you make. Let's do this, come on. Come on, finish, finish. Nice. One more. Wake the dead. We're all meant to man. It's on your head. So bang your head. All right. Also do some single arm rows. Phoenix system, that's what she said. Hurts me just by watching. Hell yeah. Oh, that hurt. Bang the dumbbell off the side of the bench. Went right into my wrist. That did not feel good. Son of a bitch, that hurt. We're gonna be all right. Oh. All right, music comp. Always good to see you. Phoenix, it's an arm day, no, it's a pull day. So I don't do arms specifically, I do push, pull, and legs, right? I prefer to pair triceps with chest. I prefer to pair biceps with back. The reason for this is that with the big compound exercises, right, think about what a pull-up does. Yeah, you're working your back, but you're gonna end up working your biceps some as well. So it makes sense, therefore, to pair those two. If you ask me. Ooh, yes, little Judas Priest. Yeah, we got 3 sets left. One more set of concentration curls. One more set of rows. Those are single arm rows, I should say. And then one burnout set. I still get a bunch of water, shit. It's amazing how much less I drink when it gets cooler in here. And it's not that much cooler, y'all. Right? So you get a handy dandy thermometer on the watch here. It's only 76 degrees in here, right? So 6 degrees from 76 to 82 makes a huge difference. I'm sweating a little, but it's nothing like it was when it was 82 in here. Huge, 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 huge difference. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 more fucking sets. Let's do it. Get them guns polished. Come on. Not bad. All right, so we got left, we got 2 sets. First set, we're gonna do another set of those single arm rows. Second set, we're going to fucking kill it on the burnout set. By the way, Phoenix system, congrats on the win against Alabama. Try not to let it get to you. A&M beat Alabama in 2021 and we ended up going 8-4. Not to say that y'all won't do better because it seems like you will, but try not to buy too much into the media hype if you can avoid it. It's not to say y'all aren't a good team. It sure, by all accounts, looks like y'all are, but stay humble is what I would say. Which, of course, to ask a Longhorn to stay humble, I might as well ask him the sea to stay dry, but, you know. Meanwhile, A&M is continued to be trash, so. You know what's wild, too? My job, it's going to become interesting to see which one will last longer. The project I do at work or Jimbo Fisher's contract. A&M, why can you, like, I'll be real with y'all, right? I'm not one of these A&M fans that ever expects a natty. I don't think we'll ever get there. What I want, though, is to be what we were in the 90s. A respectable 9-3 program, year in and year out, that had an identity based around a stifling defense and an extremely difficult to play in home venue. That's really all I want. Honestly, more than anything else, 9 wins in the regular season, a bowl win, and then beating the absolute tar out of LSU. Those are the 3 things I really care about. These days, I care about beating LSU more than I care about beating Texas. Yeah, y'all are insufferable and annoying, but like LSU hired Brian fucking Kelly. I mean, that guy makes Jimbo Fisher look like a saint. Jimbo Fisher's just an ass. Brian Kelly's malicious. Nice. All right. We're going to start with 50s on this one. What are we going to do? We're going to curl and burn out. How's that going to work? We're going to go boom, 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 boom. drop to 40, boom, 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 drop to 30, and so on and so forth. 20, 30, 40, 50. 20, 30, 40, 50. Perfect. Ooh, shit. My battery is at 10%. Hang on, folks. I thought I had more battery power than that. Not want to lose the screen. That would suck. That would really suck. Let's not do that. Let's not lose the stream. Okay. Okay, we're plugged in. We're plugged in. Annoyingly, that was our last set too, so we're gonna have to bring the cable back in with us, but whatever. We'll chill here for a moment. I'll drink the rest of my water. Morning to you, Trigger Bell. This thing's dirty as shit. Stinks. Okay. Whew. You know, maybe I'll try doing a handstand push-ups out here. What do I got to lose? So one other thing I'm going to go do is think of this real quick. Excuse me. Judge as much as you please. It is my property, and I can do what I want. God bless the USA, and God bless property rights. So again, we're going to bang out 50, drop, 40, drop, 30, drop, 20, drop, 10. And that'll be our final workout exercise. Weights. We're going to see what I did last time. Today's the 15th. These are burnouts. Burnout was girl burn 10 to 30. Okay. All right. So I'll do 11 to 31. So that'll be a set of 11, a set of 16, a set of 21, a set of 26, and a set of 31, respectively, from 50 down to 10. It's going to be tough. I'm going to give myself a moment to relax. Let the laptop continue charging up as well. Trying to think of where I should attempt to. I try the handstand push-ups in here. I'm trying to figure out where I would do it. The trouble is, well, if I try it in here, you know, I'll give the old college try in here. I will probably fall over because I don't have anything to brace or like that. But you know, we can see how it goes. We can see how it goes. Couldn't hurt to try. Couldn't hurt to try. All right. Maybe on this side. Maybe on that side. Here. There's it's easy to switch. Are we getting power back? We are, okay. We're only at 11% battery, so definitely need to take our time in here. It's okay. I owe you all clap push-ups too, so I can do those in here.
That'll be easy enough. Here we go. Strong like bull. Drop. Come on. Drop. Come on. Drop. Again. Strong like bull. Come on. Song's running out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Drop. Fifteen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Come on. That's it, that's it. Oh. Now that's how you burn out your biceps. Oh my God. Ow. Not bad. Yeah, the veins popping a little. Not as much as I'd like. Didn't feel like for a while. Oh yeah. Both my forearms. Here's the fun part. You start seeing forearms start looking like a railroad map with all the veins. Army of Nubian, welcome to the bullpen. Thanks for the first time chat. So, now what? We're done our conventional workout, but we got plat push-ups and handstand push-ups. So suppose I'm going to attempt handstands. If I'm going to do that, I need to move these out of the way.
I can't get to work on time. Got nothing better to do. When the U.S. plans to conquer Canada, why would we want to? Canada's fine. We don't need to worry about them. Extra wasteful frozen land isn't really worth it. Look, if we want to develop the empty wastes of the frozen north, we have Alaska. We don't need to worry about Canada. Canada will do their own thing. All right, so I guess I'll try doing handstand push-ups here. I haven't got a clue as to how this is going to go. So we're going to kind of find out on the fly here. I usually do it with some sort of backing just to make sure, I don't fall over and hurt myself. I suppose we're going to try something different. we're going to try it without a backing. We'll see how it goes. I doubt I'm going to get more than 1 or 2 here. It's just, I guess I could try it over here. I really want to knock down all my soundproof pads though. That really wouldn't be ideal, would it? All right, if this fails, I might try that. Yeah, that'll be our backup plan. You done? This time you're just gonna hurt yourself? Maybe, we'll find out. All right, so that was 11 to 31 at 50 to 10 as a burnout set. God, my biceps are on fire. See how you feeling? I did it right, Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, time waits for no man. Let's give handstand push-ups a shot here. I have literally no idea how well this will go. Oh, nah, I can't get the balance right. I would try that one more time. The trouble is I try to get the balance and I'll either keel over or fall back, I'll try that one more time. If this fails, we'll just try it inside. What are you gonna do? I feel like I almost had it right, I just tilted a bit too far back. Oh, ouch. Okay, that didn't feel good. Yeah, I still need a balance to start. Then once I get in a rhythm, it's easier. But oof, that didn't feel good. Let's do handstand or clap push-ups instead, because I owe you all those anyway. So I owe you all 20 from the hype train earlier, I believe. It was under 10 or 20. I'm just gonna do them. Not bad. Be able to do control handstands. Today ain't that day. How you doing, Big Red? God, my knees are dirty as hell. So are my hands. I need to clean this or the mat a little bit better. The question is, do I want to do abs in here or abs inside? I think the abs in here will be fun. I don't normally do them in here, but I don't see a reason not to. And my laptop still needs more power anyway, so. I'm chilling here for a bit. Once I'm asked for the balance, I'll be able to do these in here, just not yet. Will your back turn black? I don't know. You tell me. Guess not. I believe Dodger was happy less than even for BP wasn't. I didn't watch the game. I don't care about the NFL yet. Washington's on its way, but you know. Alright. Start with some abs. With some V's. I think that was 60. Kind of lost count for a bit there. The Viking lost. Death by missed kicks. Yeah, it sounds about right. Two sets down, 3 to go. Yeah, the Vikings are a painful franchise to root for. There's the UAW is on strike. The UAW is fucking stupid. Look, normally I'm a fan of unions, but the UAW's demands are suicidal. Look, even if you want to say, oh, but the big three are raking in the profits, blah, 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 blah. That's as may be, but the demands the UAW wants are so high that it will make American labor completely uncompetitive, or at least American union labor, completely uncompetitive with the Japanese, the Koreans, even the Germans, let alone Tesla. The UAW is shooting itself right now with those demands. They're insane. They're about a 40% pay increase. That's bonkers. It's just not going to happen. And if it does, the big three are fucked. They will not be able to keep cost competition with all their competitors. I buy a UAW-owned car. I have a Chevy Volt in the background here. It's built in Hamtramck, Michigan by union workers, but what the UAW is asking for now is insanity. It's not going to work for them. In the long run, the UAW is hurting only itself with demands like that. And before someone calls me a bootlicker. UAW is corrupt as shit anyway. The more you learn about how bad a union they are, like the UAW has been caught in multiple corruption scandals. We're talking things from embezzlement to racketeering. And I support organized labor, but the union
in this case, is going full Britain in the 70s. Just stupid demands. Demands that would turn General Motors into British Leyland. Look, with you, a lot of the unions have way too much power. So I wouldn't say that. It's not that the unions have too much power. In fact, unionization rates in this country are extremely low. The trouble is that the unions focus all of their efforts on protecting bad employees, making bad employees hard to fire, instead of rewarding good employees. Now, these demands are meant to reward good employees, but they're so steep that they would make the big three uncompetitive. So that's the trouble spot. Right? It's predicated on this, in my opinion, fallacy that, you know, the real moneymakers for the big three are trucks. The Ram, the Silverado, and the F-150. It's based on this fallacy that those trucks will never ever see serious competition, and therefore they will always remain giant profit machines for the big three. I don't think the Cybertruck will do it, but I think Rivian very much could. Same with Fisker. I think the Japanese trucks, particularly the Toyota Tacoma and Tundra, are better built, frankly, than the big three. And those are all non-union. You know, granted, there's always going to be morons out there who buy a $40,000 F-150 and buy those high-priced options to make it an $80,000 cost for a $40,000 truck. And that's just straight fucking profit for the big three. But I think over time, that market is going to get eaten into. It's not as though the other companies, the competitors, don't know how lucrative it is.
Hey, we got a new fall, thank you.
Oh, my abs. Ooh, I feel that. Set that on 2006 Tacoma. It still runs, but you can't drive it anymore. All right, we're gonna do follower. Thank you, and welcome to the bullpen. Pilimonbo. Thank you very much. His hips and back are messed up. Well, I mean, the Toyota Tacoma it's a utility truck. It's not meant to ride well. I mean, if he's got bad hips and a bad back, he needs to buy something with a softer ride. No truck is going to give him a softer ride. It's a truck. It's not meant to do that. He needs to buy himself something like a Toyota Avalon or a Chevy Impala or a Buick. Or, if he's out of shape, he needs to get in shape, and that'll fix his hips and back problems. Or at least it will most of the time. All right. We got one more set of abs. How are they looking? Ooh, yeah, that's not bad right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6 ain't really showing today. Do you take sugar? Take the bite. clock at 36 more. Come on. Come on. Oh God, my abs are killing me. Come on, 26 more, 26 more. All right. No abs. Whew. That's tough. So, normally at this point, we would head inside and we would start talking about the whole financial fitness thing. I promise we'll get to the handstand push-ups, but my laptop is still a bit low on power, so instead, we're gonna do our Q&A section, our financial fitness side here in the garage gym for a change. Plus, it's nice in here now. You know, it's only 76. Feels good. Let me check that. Temperature is currently, 76. So it's pretty nice in here. Whew. So let's talk financial fitness for a moment here, y'all. Take a look at the stock market. So this is also sort of the Q&A section of the stream. So if you guys have questions that you want to ask me, this is the time. It could be about lifting, diet, investing, the stock market, all sorts of stuff like that. Market is open, and why we do Financial Fitness Fridays is, of course, because this is the only time where I am both streaming and the stock market is open. So we have a red day on our hands. Basically, everything's down. Is that right? Yep. Let's see here. Major indices are down. NASDAQ is down a bit steeper than the rest, which makes sense. The NASDAQ tends to be more volatile than the S&P and the Dow. Looks like pretty much all of my individual stocks are down today. That's okay, red days happen. Doesn't look like anything super noteworthy is going on. Most everything else is just kind of, generally neutral to down. A lot of -1, -2, -3% days, which are not great, but obviously, they happen. So my guess is we're going to see a few more red days in the next coming couple of weeks because the inflation report came out either yesterday or the day before, I forget which, in which inflation ticked up to 3.7%. In other words, this may mean the Federal Reserve is going to have to look at raising rates further and certainly pushes out the time frame for if rates would be cut. This is important if you are looking for credit or you are looking to buy a house. So it's important to keep an eye on that. I'll put this back on. It's funny. The other day I caught myself looking at the Seiko Arnie, which if you've ever watched, like Terminator or not Terminator. What's the other Arnold movie from the 80s that a lot of people... I'm blanking on it. Anyway, it's the watch Arnold Schwarzenegger wears. It was fucking dope. But while in the 80s it was made in Japan, nowadays it's made in China, so I'm not as interested. Anyway, I'll stick with my Rangeman. Plus, it's got more features on it anyway. Ain't as classy, but, whatever. I'd pay more. I'd gladly pay more for a Japanese-made one. That much I can tell you for sure.
All right, so this is again the Q&A section. If you've got any other questions, now's the chance. I can explain financial independence, all of that. Otherwise, take a drink of water. We'll probably head inside if there's nothing the audience has. Put that up. I'll make my protein too. Write that down. Protein. So I'm gonna have it, I'm just not having it this very moment. Very nice. So I was given a fair amount of alcohol from a roommate, come back down from New Jersey, a lot of beer. I drank a fair amount of it yesterday, and now it's mostly gone out of the house, which is great. I'm trying to rapidly reduce my alcohol consumption, particularly because alcohol and lifting do not mix. The liver's very good at doing stuff, but it's only really good at doing one thing. It can process protein to build your muscle, or it can process alcohol to get it out of your system. Your liver will choose processing alcohol over anything first. So if you have had this great, big, wonderful lift and you want to celebrate with a beer, don't. Wait. What you need to do is you need to stop. You need to wait a solid 3 to 6 hours and then have that beer. That will help. Pretty good word of advice there. What else have I got going on? I got a mimosa tree in my yard I'm thinking about actually paying someone to get rid of. I could sit there and keep chipping away at it, digging and getting bit up by mosquitoes, but how much is my time worth? It would take several hours for me to uproot it, and I wouldn't do as good a job as a professional. Anyway, you could do it for like 75 bucks. So I might just pay someone to do that, not really sure yet. I've got to plan my trip out. If you are, yes, a mimosa tree. The mimosa tree is an invasive species originally from what is now modern day Iran. It does not belong in the southeast, and so I'm removing it from my yard. I like native plants instead. Anyway, what was I going to say? What else? Oh, I've got a trip coming up to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. If you are in that area and you want to hang out with me, come talk to me on the Discord. I've got the schedule for the flights. I don't quite have a day-to-day itinerary yet. It's kind of on my to-do list this weekend to sit down and figure out. I've got, I'm going to fly into DFW, what is that, October 25th, I want to say, and I'm leaving on Halloween, October 31st. So if you are in the DFW metro area and you would like to hang out with me, BullMuscle, there's your opportunity to do so. What other things for this channel? So this weekend, it's going to be the normal schedule. I got a wedding to go to tomorrow, but apart from that, pretty normal. Next weekend, we'll see as far as, I may actually do a push day on Sunday. I don't normally lift on Sundays, but I'm going up. I'm not going to have access to the site gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, I should mention, if any of y'all live in Greenville, South Carolina, and you want to meet up with me Monday through Wednesday in the afternoons, I will be up there. I'm up there on a business trip, so that's for what it's worth. It's there. What else? Other trips coming up. Those are the two big ones. Got to do a little bit of car maintenance for my Volt. It's getting close to 90,000 miles, so I'd like to do the, probably want to go get it inspected, just a basic checkup. It's been rock solid reliable for me, so I'd rather throw a little bit in terms of preventative maintenance at it. It's a good idea. Hey FM, good to see you. What else we got? I gotta clean my weight belt, it's dirty. I need to clean this whole place up a little bit better. What I need to do is mop it, and I just don't want to. I know I should, but I just haven't wanted to. I just need to mop it, need to vacuum, need to Swiffer. This is dirty as hell. I mean, like, you can see like the black on my knees just from kneeling on it. That's kind of gross. So, what else? That's really about it in terms of what I need to get done in the near term. So let's talk about schedule. This week again should be pretty normal. Next week again will be pretty normal after that. The following weekend, this is the last weekend of September, I will not be live. I will be
down in Jekyll Island, South Carolina. I believe that Thursday and that Friday I should be live. However, that Saturday and Sunday, nope, not going to be. I will be off the air. I'm going to the beach. Stopping by real quick to wish you a happy Friday. Have fun at the wedding tomorrow. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think that's going to be it for all the plans that I know of as far as through September. So October, with the exception of my DFW trip, which I may end up getting some content out of that, I may not really sure yet. Should be a pretty normal schedule. Then as far as the diet and exercise, I'm planning on kind of continuing maintenance. Maybe I'll do a slight cut because I'm going to a trip November because my mom has a birthday. We're surprising her on a trip somewhere. I'm not going to say where in case she's in the audience. I don't think she is, but there will be a trip in the middle of November. And I'd like to be in pretty good shape for that. I'd like to be still fairly lean. My guess is that after November, I'll come home around Thanksgiving, and I'm thinking I'll probably do a bulk cycle through December. So it's going to be a lot of, heavier squat workouts, heavier bench workouts. I may do 3 weeks of super squat. Super squat is terrible. You feel like shit doing it, but it is the most effective way I've ever seen to build muscle. So pros and cons, huh? Anyway, I may do super squat. That'll be, I'm thinking if I do it, it'll be around December, probably do it through Christmas time. Then January will probably be maintenance, I'm guessing. Probably maintenance February, March. I don't really know. I could bulk through a lot longer, but what I'm not going to do is more than 3 weeks of super squat. I did 6 weeks. I don't want to do 6 weeks again. I loved how much I was gaining, but God, it's just so hard. Words cannot describe how difficult that exercise regimen is until you've tried it. It's an excellent, excellent workout regimen, but it is really, really, really fucking hard. It is the hardest workout I've ever done. So I will probably attempt to do it for a couple of weeks. Probably I'm thinking 3, so that would be 9 total workouts of super squat. So if I were to start, it would be, probably start around 300, so it'd be, if I do it right, 300, 305, 310. So I'd probably end around 340, 350, which would be amazing. If I could 20 rep 340, holy fuck. That would be dope. I would want to do that. Probably maintain for a week or 2 after that, kind of do a deload week, and then evaluate, do I want to continue bulking through January? If I do, how much further do I want to go? Do I really want to hit bench? Do I really want to hit squat? What do I want to try and improve? Do I want to attempt a different kind of bulking regimen? I'm not really sure. These are things I like to think about. I don't think I'm at what I would call my natty ceiling yet. Obviously, I can't take any steroids or anything like that. But we'll see. We'll see. I think the plan is going to be at least 3 weeks of super squat. Not really sure how much further the bulk will go. I'd like to put on. I reckon what I'd like to be around, so I'm about 210 pounds right now. I'd like to be around 205 for the November trip. If I can do that, I'd like to lose 3 to 5 pounds of body fat between now and then, so a slight cut. Maybe really just stay on maintenance until about October and then fucking hit the deficits really, really hard through November. Just look like an absolute fucking Chad, absolutely fucking ripped for the trip, and then look to bulk. And if I was going to bulk from there, that sort of becomes the question, right? So you can put on, just in the same way that you can really sustainably put on 1 to 2% of your body mass, or you can cut off 1 to 2% of your body mass in terms of what you're losing per week, you do the same thing with bulking. Any more than that, it's just going to be added fat. So I learned that the hard way last time. I bulked almost too well. I was putting 5,000 plus calories a day down. Well, that's great. Well, that's nice. A lot of that just gets turned into fat. So the key is, trying to hit the macros semi-intelligently when bulking. And, don't try to dirty bulk, right? You can have a little bit more, and it's going to be December, right? So there will be cookies and shit like that, but keep it to a dull roar. Anyway, I think we have enough power on the laptop now where we can go in. I'm going to do my handstand push-ups, and we'll finish up. Turn that off. Unplug. We'll plug it back in later. Bring you inside. There we go. Yeah, we're about 50%, so laptop's got enough juice to get us through the rest of the stream. And now we'll do some handstand push-ups. Actual handstand push-ups. Instead of me just falling over because I can't find the balance. That's hard. Well, thanks for stopping by there, FM. Always good to see you. Shoot, it might be warmer in here than it is in the garage. It's probably about 76 in here as well. Where are you going on your trip in December? It's in November. So the big trip's going to be middle of November. Where am I going? I can't say in case my mom's watching this stream. It's a surprise. It is somewhere warm. My mom lives up in Washington State, and Washington State in November and December is cold and dark and kind of depressing. So it's not going to be in the Northwest. It's not going to be anywhere north. Might be Florida, might be South Carolina, might be Texas. It could be a lot of different places. Anywho. So, we're going to do our handstand push-ups here. Just give me one moment. Let's do it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That'll do. True Bell must be Florida. I'm saving my points for that hot sauce. I hate you. Fair enough. As long as you don't redeem it while I'm in the middle of a lift, that would be a dick move, Might stop doing the handstand push-ups for a little while till I can get the balance right. Anywho, it's weird. My shoulder doesn't like it as much right now. Used to not have any problems with it, but now it just feels a little bit of discomfort in my right shoulder. My left shoulder feels fine, so I'm not sure what that means, but I am going to listen to my body. Maybe I'll stop doing that for a little while. Anywho. You did. I gave you the idea. The veins show really well when doing them. Nice. Well, I get better lighting in here too. That does help. Right, like showing off here, you see a lot of the veins and whatnot. We are gonna figure out who to raid though. I think I may raid Joe Workouts. I have not raided her in a hot minute, so. Oh, no, is she still going? Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I would like to say thank you very much to, let me get the people on here who are new today. I want to say thank you to all the followers, so that's important. Go to dashboard, just load it up. Because I can't see it while I'm streaming, I have to pull it up on a different screen. So I want to say thank you very much to the people giving the hype train, first off, Mbaika Young and Nick167. Thank you very much, Yugi55345 and Pillarly Mambo for the follows. Thank you, Them Fatal, for the resub. D-Duda74, not Miami, thank you very much for
the follows. So I think that's going to be it. We're going to raid Joe workouts. So raid message will be Bull Rush. All right. All right. So here we go. We're going to raid Joe workouts. That is it for me today. I'll be live again with leg day tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is it for me again today. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out. And as always, make those good decisions. Those good decisions form your habits. Those habits form your values. Those values form an ethos that can be the guide star through the rough waters of life. Come on in for the hug, y'all. Big ball hug. Alrighty. And we are rating now. Bull Rush. All right, YouTube. Always good to see you guys. That's it for this stream. I always love seeing the comments. I do read them. Take it easy, y'all.